Hello everyone and welcome. Today I will be playing The Dark Egg. This is a text-based RPG with psychological and horror elements. It's developed by a small team. There's a demo available that you can try out for free. And the developers are trying to raise money through their Kickstarter campaign in order to finish the game. The demo already has several hours of gameplay, which you can check out yourself. I will leave a link in the description for the Kickstarter page of The Dark Egg, and you can decide if you would like to pledge. The pledge can start from $10 and it can go up. And today we're gonna play, and I'm gonna show you some more of it. So let's get going. Personally, I like the game very much. It's rather unique compared with typical games that I play, and it's really catchy. Yeah, so don't forget to check out the link in the description for the Kickstarter. Let's go with the story. When I was young, I heard a story about an island surrounded by a silver lake. The island was empty, save for an old city. Its people were lost and hungry, and when they cried for help, there was no answer. But then, from the heavens, came the many eye of grace, who gave an answer. Salvation arrived on winged creatures, speaking in tongues that aged man. They taught many secret things, and what mine was. The gift took away mankind's faults and replaced them with eyes of grace. The island was blessed, everyone was made right. The city was made better, its sun was consumed. The city was made into memory, living words in eternity. Screams faded, and none came back from the island. Most leave the island alone, except for those seeking its greatest treasure. An egg from the heavens, unspoiled and perfect, resting in the womb of the old city. A thing that will grant any wish you desire. A thing that I must get. Alright, so you've awoken to the rocking of a ship. You can't remember how many days it has been. Next. They said it would only take half a day to get to the island. Even the ferryman said so. But the ferryman has not moved from his spot since you got in this boat. He simply stares forward into a white mist with no island in sight. The sound of waves surrounds you and nothing else. The sound of waves surrounds you and nothing else. Talk to the ferryman, look for the island. Let's talk with the guy. You speak up to catch the ferryman's attention, but he makes no attempt at speaking back to you. He only continues to stare into the white mist ahead. Is the boat even moving? Let's look for the island. You peer over the boat and see rushing water. It is a relief to know the boat is going somewhere. You, like the ferryman, simply stare out into the mist-covered waters. There is no island in sight. Let's check the bag. You open your bag just beneath your feet. It is drenched by the mist and splash of waves around you. The contents are nothing special. Gear you were told would help you on the island. Many assured you there would be a town near the seashore when you arrived. You're not so sure anymore. Take the inventory. Look back the ferryman. Take inventory of your supplies. Okay, a good explorer always knows what he carries. So I have a small knife. I have a climbing rope. I have a compass. And recovery potions. I have 30 gold, 6 attack, and 5 defense. Okay, let's go back. Search for your map. Oh, okay, there is our map. You find your map on the floor of the ferry and pick it up. While you're no sailor yourself, it isn't completely foreign to you. The map is wet to the touch. Still hopeful, you open it but find its contents unreadable anymore. The ink runs. It appears you will need to draw a new one as you go. You place the map in your bag near your compass and notice the dial spinning erratically. Pulling it out, you try to hold it steady. The dial only grows more wild. Upon hearing a rustle from the front of the boat, you look up from your bag. The ferryman has turned from the misty waters. He stares at you with dull eyes. Once mist drips from his pale chin. You feel his gaze on you. Let's talk. You give a quick hello to the ferryman. His face remains expressionless. Black eyes stare directly at yours. We've passed the normal waters. What? What do you mean? The ferryman lets out what looks to be a weak smile. His eyes never leave you. You sure did chew off a lot, didn't you? Don't even know about the silver waters. The ferryman laughs, turning to face the misty waters once again. We'll be to shore soon. Be dropping you off. I won't go to shore myself, you know. Never go to shore. Why not? The ferryman stares for a long time. To step on the island is to become something else. But you know that already, didn't you? What do you mean something else? I know what you're after, and the island knows too. They all know. The ferryman leans forward to you. That is why you never go to shore. The ferryman nods, as if knowing you already understands. This is why you never go to shore. The ferryman nods. Okay. Of course, the ferryman turns from you and stares back out over the ocean waves. To your relief, you begin to see a land emerge from the white mist. Try to get a closer look. The shoreline is decorated in yellow lights, and as the boat gets closer, the silhouette of a dark, wet town appears before you. The lights seem to dance in mist and rain. It is the harbor. Best to be quiet when you get to shore, the ferryman whispers. Should I be worried? Caution is wise, but I don't know how much it will help you on that island, the ferryman replies weakly. We'll be abroad in a moment. Best to sit down. Sit. You sit where your bag rests. The cold splashes of water pepper your numbing face. You let out a breath and see it mist in front of you. Is it getting colder? Prepare to dock. The ferryman raises his hand, and as he does so, the boat slows. The boat twists and turns as if 4 men are piloting it. You remember that there was a crew on this boat when you first set off. There was a crew, wasn't there? The boat comes to a halt, and besides the boat you see a worn wharf. Best of luck to whatever it is you are searching for, stranger. You look to the ferryman and are surprised to find he's not at the head of the boat any longer. That is strange. He was there a moment ago. You look around, but do not find him anywhere. It is only you, and there is only the dock. A small layer of snow covers it. Step off the boat. We got 15 experience. You step off the boat and your feet press into the snow. Light rain begins to pepper your face as you walk into the town. Okay. Rain and snow pelt against your body. The harsh wind claws at your face. You realize now that you are far underprepared for what is to come. The town is quiet, and the street lamps glow a dim yellow in the winds around you. Not a soul is in sight, but as you walk forward, you hear the laughter of a man to your right. Near him is a small shop. Your footsteps splash in the road. Okay, now we have two choices. Talk to the strange man, enter the shop. Let's talk to the strange man. You approach the man, apprehensive. His laughs continue to echo through the roads as if amplified by something. No one else is around, and if you notice the man has no smile on his face, you greet him and ask him if he knows where anyone else is. The laughter stops. He turns his face towards you but does not meet your eyes. His gaze lies beyond you. A pale face without life. His eyes reflect nothing. There is no one else. There is just you. The man turns from you and walks away. He shortly begins to laugh again, growing quieter as he vanishes from your view. Your footsteps splash into the road. Let's go to the shop. You walk up to the small shop and open the door, getting out of the rain quickly. The inside is a good deal warmer than out there. Lining the walls rest all kinds of goods, from small vials to books and art. Centered at the back is a large wooden countertop. Behind the counter sits a pale, bearded man, and behind him, a wall. From his seat, he towers over you, just slightly. His eyes are nearly closed, and he appears amused at your presence. Funny, haven't had visitors in a long time. He chuckles, but then again, perhaps you're not a visitor at all. What are you here for? Let's look for equipment. You ask the man if he has any equipment to help you on your journey. He motions toward the back of the shop. As you walk, you find racks of various clothing, some with fur, others with various embellishments. You realize most of it is common wear, and unfortunately, not very helpful for what you plan to do. You think you can't use any of it? The man asks after a moment. He looks you up and down. You do have a fine piece of leather on you, but armor isn't everything out there. He points to a thick coat near you. The cold can be just as deadly as the creatures, if not more so. I've seen many experts of the sword freeze before they made even a single swing. A thick coat for the for the cold, yes. You don't have enough gold? Oh, I have 30 gold. Never mind. I don't want any potions. Let's leave the shop. Let's go back to the street. You stand in the center of the road, blank faces passing you by. The chapel appears empty. Let's talk to the passerby. Not a single one turns their head. Let's give up. Let's persist. Let's give up. We have a chapel, a house, an alley. Then we have another street. Let's go to the chapel. You feel the egg calling to you. A faint glow surrounds the egg. Touch the egg. Check the pedestals. Let's check the pedestals. The 4 pedestals are lit and the barrier protects the egg. Okay. Let's leave. The chapel is quiet. Picture lines the walls and the egg still sits on its altar, calling to you. Leave. Yeah, we found the egg too quickly. Let's go to the alley. You notice that the woman has a coat you could wear. It wouldn't do her any good. Take the woman's coat. Give the pair an offering of 15 gold. 15 gold, yeah. Let's give her 15 gold. When you stand up to walk out, your foot pushes against something soft. You look down and notice an abandoned coat. It looks unworn. Let's pick it. Now we have a coat, guys. It's equipped already. That's very good. We get +1 defense, we get +1 cold resistance, and we get +1 water resistance. Okay. So that was the alley. Let's go to the street. Wait. Okay, I went here. The cold gates in the city, they hold the rest ahead. Surrounded by mist, the black night stands overlooking the ruins. Nearby, the path to the log cabin is dimly lit. So we have 3 choices. Walk back to the abbey. Talk to the knight. Walk down the path towards the gates. Walk towards the cabin. Let's talk to the knight. He speaks strangely, as if familiar of you. Where are you looking? You can't see. Wait. I had the skip selected, so it was skipping everything. You can't see his face, but you can feel his gaze. Do I know you? The knight turns to you, water glistening along his helmet. You see only black through the few cracks. He studies you for a brief moment before responding. No, I don't think you do. The knight turns back to the city. Do you know me? I know you're here to claim the egg. You know there are many of you, right? Don't think you're unique in your journey. The knight gestures towards the ruined city with his hat. How many of you do you think I see go into that city? How many do you think I've seen come back out? The knight's form sags, even so slightly. Let's leave. You say goodbye to the knight and turn to leave, but he stops. Wait, he says, I think you should have this before you go. I know you're planning to enter the ruins. I know nothing will stop you either. But when it goes to hell, maybe this time I'll see one of you come out of there. The cold gates in the city, they hold the rest ahead, surrounded by the mist. Okay. We follow the path. We go to the cabin. Let's go to the cabin. You walk towards the cabin. Its trails calm and flat. You pass old lumps, rocks maybe as you go. The closer you get, the larger you realize the cabin is. And soon you see a sign, faded and chipped, that simply says inn. The lumps grow more numerous. Upon closer inspection, you realize they are frozen bodies, wet with rain. They stretch their arms towards the inn. A warning, inspect the frozen bodies. Enter the inn. Let's inspect the frozen bodies. You edge closer to one of the frozen people. They look to be locked in time from the cold. You look around to men, women, even children strewn along the pathway. As you look from person to person, you find them all reaching directly toward the door of the inn. Some with one hand outstretched, others with both. Some use their weapons, their bags, even their face. if they had nothing else. A chill runs down your spine, and you soon stop looking. You manage to find some spare gold lying around the meantime. What? We lost some energy. Standing outside the inn, bodies lie strewn everywhere. It's quiet, the lights are on inside. Let's go to the inn. You walk inside the inn, the warmth kissing your face. A counter flanked by two sets of stairs lies centered in front of you, with a fire cracking gently in the corner. The room is constricted otherwise, tight wooden walls save for the fireplace. The room is not even a fraction the size of what you saw outside. The man behind the counter looks up to you. He beckons you to come closer. It only takes a few steps. Another traveler, I see, he says. Come to rest your weary body. It's cold out there, no? He looks back towards one of the stairwells. I have seen many travelers come and go through this inn of mine. Some young and filled with spirit, others old enough to know better. But no matter the reason for your journey, I can guarantee rest here, or when you need it. Should things ever become too dire out there, he continues, I imagine you might well wake up here again. After all, no matter the nightmare, it is just a nightmare after all, isn't it? The innkeeper looks down at something on his desk, but he cannot see it. He begins to write. Now tell me, traveler, why have you come here? If you wish to sleep, just enter up the stairs, either one. If you'd rather a short rest, the fireplace has room for more. The firelight dances across the room. There are a few windows where rain and snow patter outside. It feels safe. Tell the innkeeper about your journey. Rest by the fire. Let's rest by the fire. When you sit down, he greets you for the first time since coming to the island. Good to see a familiar face around here, he says. Another traveler, I mean. Easy to tell you're not from the island, he adds, after noticing your confusion. The man turns back to the fire. Sit. You grab a welcoming chair and sit by the fire. Its lapping flames turn on. You stare into the fire, lost in thought. Let's talk. Oh, what would you like to talk about? The town. You've noticed how strange this town is, haven't you? A wide harbor with no boats, rows of buildings without people, even this rotten rain. It never stops. I can tell you what's wrong, but I just know something is wrong. He leans in his chair. Hey, it's not too late to turn back. He looks towards you, but relents when he sees your confidence. Well, if you are determined, I won't stop you, of course. But if nothing else, take this harbor as a warning. There's not much on this island beyond those ruins. This is warmest welcome you'll get. When you mention the dark egg, the man starts. You're after the dark egg? Yes, you tell him you are, that you must get it. He nods, I see. That is quite the journey then. Though not too surprising, nearly every traveler I meet is after the egg. He sinks in his chair a bit. I don't think I can change your mind, but you should think twice about it. He stares into the flames, past the flame, into nothing. It never turns out how you want it to. He closes his eyes. I wonder why it is that we seek a wish to change our lives, when it is something that deep down we do not wish to change. Talk about the cold gates. Nice. Oh, the cold gates, those ruins are beautiful as they deadly. The man snuggles in his soul, staring at the flames. I'm sure you heard it 100 times already, but that place is cold. Far, far colder than it has any right to be. It isn't natural. You'll need a key to get past the gate. and you will need to pass the city to get their egg. But you know, they didn't lock that gate. They didn't lock that gate to keep things in. No, nothing from the city ever leaves. And that's why they locked it to keep travelers, you out. Once you go past the city, you won't come back here. One reason or another, you won't come back here. Okay, let's stop talking. Let's leave. Let's tell the innkeeper about our journey. Well, who am I to stop someone from trying to reach their desires? To try and hold the dark egg is to risk everything. And the road will not be kind to you, young one. No, it will not be kind at all. The innkeeper reaches into a drawer below the desk, and you hear rustling of paper and clattering of metal. He pulls a small key up onto the countertop. This here, he taps the key, is the key to the gates. I'd be happy to give it to you, but first I must ask you to do something for me. You look to him and ask him what he wants. He smiles. What I want, young one, is a stone from the chapel. You remember the chapel, right? You must have passed it on the way here. Hard to miss, quite charming on the inside too. Inside the chapel, he continues, is a stone. A magic stone of sorts, or at least that's what the rumors have said. No one has found any such thing for as long as that chapel has stood. He grabs the key and passes it back in his drawer. But you seem different, young one. I want you to search for it. It's not a deal breaker if you can't find it. It's just a rumor after all. In truth, it's a wishful to still believe something like that could exist after this time. But as someone aiming for the egg, I imagine you should know what it's like to chase a wish. I think you know exactly what is that, I feel. You nod. Okay, let's sleep. Okay. Where's the door? Ah, interesting. Okay. Skill points. Strength, awareness, agility. Let's go with intelligence. Oh, we already have these. Okay, let's go back. I don't want to change this. Equip new skills in your skill tree now. Sleep until the morning. Okay, I woke up. I'm filled with energy. My sanity is back. Let's leave. Now I can go to the upper quarters. Okay. Let's go to the chapel. The chapel is quiet. Pictures line walls. Inspect the egg. Check the left. Check the right. Check behind. Check the front. The beacon switches off with a low hum, the barrier dimming with it. Sparks fly from the other three beacons towards the edge of the chapel. One goes to the picture, another to a large stained glass window, and the third to the back of the chapel. After a moment, the pedestals rest once more. Oops, I kinda did something. 3 pedestals surrounding are lit. The barrier protects the egg. Check the large window. You follow one of the sparks towards the stained glass window. It depicts 2 wide wings surrounding a mass of colored planes without any real form. Despite the cloudy weather, light still shines through. Nothing in the window moves. The pattern made the floor seem suspicious. Okay. The light hitting the dot crawls through the lines connected. It seems you can move the lines around. Alright. A second grid sits right of the first block. Blocks get in its way. I begin to like these puzzles. Okay, with the click, the third pattern lights up. Soon after, the light from the beyond the glass vanishes and the pattern dulls down. Next, the rain continues to patter outside. Let's go to the chapel back. At the back of the chapel, the lights are dim. The roof slides down. The space is mostly empty. The floor is a mess. Check the close edge. Was it? Feel around for the light switch. They all turn to you. Wait, something happened. Forward. You creep past the mannequins slowly and without a sound. They do not move, and yet when you turn around, the ones behind you have turned their heads. Their eyes bore into you. Press onward down the hallway. Oh my god, I lost sanity and energy. You ignore the mannequins and press on. The hallway is endless. The mannequins are endless, and everything looks the same. But thankfully, as you keep moving through the rows of heads, you stumble upon what seems to be the very same door you came in from. Faded street music for a piano. Why was it stuck to the walls? You suppose it's time to get out of here. The only question is, how do you leave? This door? Tentatively, you go to open the door in front of you. Nothing looks out of place. This is the same door, you're sure of it. But when you pull the door, you find it locked. You will have to back down the hallway. You turn around and aren't even surprised to find the mannequin staring at you once more. You scurry back through the hallway, going as quickly as possible. I'd be honest not to come back here again. Okay, let's check the piano. You find a rather beautiful piano. You find the piano's music desk but rather small. Placing the street music you found inside the closet, it unfolds it. Play. As soon as you press the final key, a click is heard behind you. One pedestal around the egg is lit. It's trying its best. Let's go to the gallery. On of the side of the chapel are various pictures. You'll need to look more closely to find anything. Look at the picture with the harbor. You see an eagle-eye view of the harbor. Around the town are small balls of people in color. The layout of the harbor, even individual buildings, are identical to the real thing. You can even make out the small shop you passed along your way. Wait, as you scan past the shop, something catches your eye. You peer closer and see an odd grey blotch. It's the man you talked to, the laughing man. Make eye contact. We got some gold. You'll need to look more closely to find anything. Now let's look at the dark egg. The dark egg stands in all its glory. Behind the egg in the distance, you see the same scene again? The brightness of the egg contrasts its name. In truth, you've never been more certain of its power and of your goal. After the corner of the eye, you notice a small switch right by. There you go, you reach out and fling the switch and hear an echoing click behind you. You turn and see one of the 4 beacons has dimmed away. The barrier weakens. All 4 pedestals are unlit. The barrier is gone, and so is the egg. Inspect the altar. You wonder if your eyes are playing a trick on you. Stepping up to the altar, where the barrier used to be, you can see it clear as day. The egg is gone. You feel the altar looking for it. Perhaps it's been hidden? Try as you might, you find nothing about the egg. You are surprised, however, to find metal beneath your hand. You check your hand and find a key. You're not sure where the egg went, but this key could come in handy. What could it be for? The chapel is quiet. Pictures. Okay, let's leave. Check the large window. The window spans halfway across the hall, but the clouds outside let no light in. Okay. We need to check. Forward. Continue. Return. So we have a small knife with a footwork over it. Chapel keys, not for the entrance. Yeah, we've already done this. Set forward enough. Only something seem off. Altar. Attempt to open the barrier. Okay. You hear a click, but the lights shut off. The switches are behaving differently too. this is trickier. I don't get this one. Anyway, guys, I started playing, I forgot stopping. I'll stop here. As I said, the game has a demo that you can try out for free. The developers are running a Kickstarter campaign where you can pledge, and I help them finish the game. I'll leave a link in the description just for that. Make sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. And many thanks to the creators of the game for sponsoring this video through the Catapult platform. Take care now. Bye.